Alright, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Witcher, and last time, we may or may not have wagered Alvin's life with a ghost, but, we also may have failed, and had to have fought said ghost, and then successfully, at least, defended Alvin's life after that, and seems like he's fine, besides the whole, crazy prophesizing the future with really freaky voice stuff. Outside of that, things are just going swell. Now, supposedly, Alina, the bride-to-be, has run away or something like that, and we're to find her somewhere in the field, supposedly. So we'll see if we can do that now. Oh. Oh, it's Alvin.
Hey, Geralt. These fields are great to play in.
Do you have the necklace?
I wear it constantly.
Okay,
Do you still have nightmares?
Not when I nap during the day, but at night. I have strange dreams.
You needn't tell me.
I dream about Alina. I see her in the fields, dancing in sunlight, searching. She tells me to help, but I know we won't find anything. When I wake, I can't breathe and feel bad.
They're just bad dreams, Alvin.
I don't know. It seems like Alvin seems to have the ability to predict the future. Guess I should look for Alina in the daytime. Alright, well, here we are. Supposedly, she's out here. That seems like we're right track. Okay. Excuse me for a minute here. Whoa, hello. What the heck are you? Please go away. I have no idea what you are. I hope you... Oh, okay. Seemingly not that tough. Though, hard to say from just one encounter. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I saw another one, so, please, leave your sword out. Alright, you're hiding behind this bush. Somewhere. Actually, no, where are you? There you are. Maybe? Oh! Okay. So, glad to see that that's an option, too. Okay. Also, hold on a second. I'm noticing that it seems as though we could... Whoa! Go up, even up here? Okay. I mean, seemingly nothing here now, but there's no way this is insignificant, right? There's gotta be something here at some point. Otherwise, why would they let us go all the way up? It's conveniently placed ramp. Go down, though. Afraid of heights. I can't jump down. There we go. Alright, Carol. You can get over it. Okay, so let's double check what the deal is here. Alvin dreamt of Alina wandering through the fields in sunlight. Okay. Stay. Perhaps words are a clue. The boy is clearly talented. Sees things. Look for Alina in the daylight. Alvin's dream suggests I should look for Alina in the daytime. Heard that she is supposedly out here somewhere. Oh, in fact, we mark it on the map? Let's do that. Oh! Right here, in the raspberry patch. Didn't we stop by that earlier? And may not have thought much of it? Where are you? Here? I mean, all the places to run off to. Despite the somewhat ominous-looking tree, seems like a pretty nice place, right? Peaceful little raspberry patch. Why not? Good place to take your mind off things before winning. Ominous tree? That doesn't look good. That really doesn't look good. I'm pretty sure that's her. Was. her is maybe a more accurate description. Hello? Please, no, you can keep your distance. We can talk from back there. Yeah, let's just take a step back, everybody. Take a step back, please. Oh.
I carried a shawl full
Alvin,
of
look away.
juicy
Look away, Alvin.
sun-drenched raspberries for my beloved. Have you seen my shawl, Wanderer? I lost it.
You sure you need your shawl? I think you can find it by yourself. Thank you very much. Alvin, please just walk away, buddy. Got some strong nightmare fuel here.
I bring him no sweet raspberries. Love is suffering, a pain that pierces my soul like a spear.
Yeah.
Where is my beloved?
Nowhere over here, I'm afraid. I'm just gonna go now.
I cried on your shoulder. Why? Why do I feel so cold?
Don't really know.
You're dead, Alina.
You
Don't say it.
Scratch your eyes.
Yeah, maybe shouldn't have said that to her. Hello. Alvin, stand back, please.
Help me! Help!
Oh! Okay. No, Alvin. Look away, buddy. Just like, put a blindfold on. Or something. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Definitely not going to have nightmares of this for the next rest of your life. And, I mean, apparently we kind of just walk away from that? Oh, you have a knife. Also, the whole implicated in the wedding things. Yeah, I think that's about to happen.
Lawyer, you were jealous of her. Die, murderer!
Whoa! That didn't look good. Unless, you two are about to take all the blame, but... Oh, God, it continues. Oh, you're talking to us as well.
Can you hear me? You
Unfortunately.
are neither man nor ghost. Mortal whom death follows.
I mean, I guess that's one way.
Who are you?
A soul damned to wander the world forever.
Who cursed you?
I myself did, in killing my sister Alina.
At least you're not trying to accuse us.
Selena?
Love denied. The sun denied. It burns!
Ugh.
At night I sing my plaintive song.
Okay. Okay. So... one of those days, huh? Just one of those days. Yeah. There's, more wraiths. Suppose we could fight them and see if that miraculously makes things better. Don't ask me how or why. But, that's kind of just like what witches do, right? Don't get too high, don't get too low. Just take down the monsters for everyone else, right? Just take down the monsters. That's all we have to do here. All we have to do. Whew. Okay. Yeah, Alvin, you know, weren't we talking about how it'd probably be best if you were to not get involved in all this stuff? Like, you stay away? Because that probably would have been good. Probably be best if we both just forgot everything that has happened for the past 10 minutes. That... or is this the wrong way? Well, our quest indicator is pointing us here. I mean, I'm assuming we are technically supposed to go back to town, but, I mean, we may have just killed Right, or, I mean, technically she was already dead. Also, we saw Adam murder Alina's sister. Either way, Julian must learn, or so, but... Shoot the messenger. Swear we didn't do it. But, you know... Your fiancé and her sister may no longer be with us, at least not in their humanly state. Oh.
Yes?
Sheathe your dagger.
You.
She killed my Elena! I'll never see her again!
I mean,
Selena killed her sister?
maybe.
She confessed.
She
They
did
argued,
also
and
confess to
Selena
us.
pushed Elena.
But also, you did
My
murder her?
beloved hit her head on a stone.
That's not cool, man.
It's too terrible.
An accident.
Selena told me, and I couldn't control myself. Selena envied Elena. Was
We
jealous
did
of
definitely see
Julian
that.
and his wealth. She must be punished.
That's
Alina is not
not
dead.
up to...
She turned into a noon wraith.
Oh, terrible! I must help her.
She's
Try
not
not to do anything
dead?
stupid.
I mean, even if by turning into a noon wraith, she's not dead, we did kind of just slice her in half. So, you know, I would think that that would probably do it. So, yeah. Also, where'd Alvin go? Alvin? Okay. Moving on, and, might be down one possessed child. But we'll speak to Julian here, and, well, hope that he isn't absolutely livid with us. Because, you know, under these circumstances, don't think I would be too happy. Can't really say these would be circumstances that I can put myself in Julian's shoes for, but try. Well, I mean, at least you're chowing down on some cheese and hanging out at the tavern with a gambler. Suppose, maybe, things could be worse? No, who am I kidding? Your fiancé is, currently a wraith.
I was supposed to find Alina.
Have you?
Yes.
That's wonderful. Is she all right?
What about that?
And have a drink. Alina is dead.
You just said she wasn't dead.
Turned into a noon wraith, a demon.
Dead?
I know
Does that
it's
mean
not,
she's dead, or does that
But
not?
we can't leave this as it is. People will start dying in the fields if I don't do anything about this.
I see. Do what you can. I'll pay you.
It'll be more than a silver penny.
What?
Do what
That's
needs
your
to be done,
reaction?
Witcher. And if you can, make it quick and painless.
What?
You know, I believe in reason, not in gods. Yet I prayed to Melitele that Alina and I would meet again. I had a bad feeling. I repulsed it. I think I need time to accept the thought that my Alina is dead. Geralt, how did it happen?
Well,
Selena killed her.
also this music is so thematically
She's dead too.
inconsistent with this conversation. Wait, we're talking about Selena or Alina? Haven't killed her. She was in love with Alina, lost control of herself, and quote-unquote killed Selena. We must be talking about Selena then. So, this one? I mean, that's also kind of true. Also, Selena is technically, or was, a moon wraith, I think? Some other type of wraith. And again, with this weird in-between world where... Are they technically still alive? Are they not? We've been a little inconsistent there, and I'm not sure whether or not there's any chance of bringing them back. Because it seemed like what Geralt was saying to, I think it was Adam, earlier, kind of suggested that there was a way in which we might be able to bring Alina back. I don't know why the same wouldn't apply to Selena. Both seem to have had more or less the same thing happen to them. But we did fight Alina afterward. We didn't fight Selena. She just kind of disappeared into the ground. So I don't know. Weird things are happening, man.
Adam killed her. He was in love with Alina, lost control of himself, and killed Selena.
By all the gods, that's terrible. So much suffering. What did they do to deserve this fate? Geralt, please help them, and I'll make sure Adam is arrested. He must answer for his crime.
Mm-hmm. I'll do what I can to help the sisters' souls pass on.
Yeah, so, someone with knowledge of curses. So, like, again, that would suggest that she's just cursed and technically can still be returned to human form. But that seems kinda strange to me, and also, how is that your reaction to your wife to be possibly not being alive anymore? That seems very, very weird. And quite frankly, maybe we could use a little bit of fist fighting right about now. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll at least fight the pro to get ourselves a quick 100 coins and continue to try to work off this strange set of circumstances by avoiding them. Because how else?
The white-haired one in action.
Indeed.
Ooh. The man, the myth, the legend.
Your face.
Also, you have like 3 or 4 voices. Is honestly quite intimidating. But for a professional fist fighter, not so tough. Come on. Come on. Enough of the bad manners.
Beat me good, white.
Okay. That should be, I believe, 100 coins there. And quick peek at our quest log here. And let's find a way to free Alina's ghost. I should speak to someone who has knowledge of curses. Right, okay. So I have a suspicion as to who that might be. I have a first guess, and if it's not that person, then it would be a little trickier, I think, to find out. But my first guess would be that it is the healer right here. Where are you? You hiding on me? There you are. Okay, cool.
What do you want?
And this would suggest that we're not trying to bring her back? I don't understand where things stand on that.
How do I send Alina's spirit into the beyond?
Alina acquired a relatively rare and powerful artifact. A Nehelenia's mirror.
Oh, of course!
Nehelenia's mirrors primarily served prophets and oracles, for they foretold the future.
Right.
Alina
Thanks for the
often
reminder.
turned to her mirror for advice.
Asking the usual. Who is the fairest of them all? I know Nehelenia's mirrors can be distinguished into the courteous and the smashed.
This
Oh.
one was smashed.
Oh.
You must reassemble the mirror. The sight of the mirror may cure Alina of her curse.
Now you're saying
Let's
cure
try
her
it.
of her curse. Everyone's all over the place. Including us. Some people seem to say that we can bring her back. Some people are assuming that she's gone for good. And we're saying both. Don't understand. Okay. So we need to find her mirror stuffs. We could do that. There's one other thing, though, maybe before we get all involved in that stuff, that I want to check out. And that is... we were thinking, or just mulling over, what it might mean to try to upgrade a sword. Maybe steel, but really, ideally, silver. And I assume that means that we ought to talk to you.
Yes?
This. I came here with single red meteorite. That's not really helpful. Alright, so maybe not. That is, I think, something that we still ought to consider for the future, and I don't think we've been in here. One moment, please. More cheese? Okay, fine. We won't take the cheese. You insist. But... Oh! Hold on. Maybe we'll eat the dried fruit.
I'm feeling under the weather.
Just so that we can... Oh. Make more dried fruit. Right. Also, you know what, actually? I think we might want to purchase that sword from the blacksmith.
Greetings, what brings you here?
A wonderful aroma.
I'm cooking a traditional Temerian sauerkraut stew.
Any work for me?
If memory serves, a witcher is like a magical warrior.
I slay monsters.
That's kind of
drowners,
true.
Kikimors.
I'll doubtless need you sometime.
But, like, what about right now?
Any work?
Yes, I am having terrible trouble with my husband.
That's not really the kind of work I was thinking
That old fool found himself a succubus.
of. Oh.
Thinks I
Okay,
can't
maybe it
hear
is.
them frolicking at night.
I'm to get rid of the succubus.
I learned an old folk remedy from my mother. I'll need 9 handfuls of glimmering dust from the hair of noon wraiths in the fields.
Oh.
What about payment?
Did see
I
some of
have
those.
this herb man
Not long ago.
listing local herbs. Bring me
Local
dust to scare off the
herbs.
succubus, and you'll have the book.
So, I mean, theoretically, we should already have some of those pieces, but local or manual listing local herbs or book. I feel like we probably already purchased that at one point. Actually, I'm not sure how valuable that would be to us. I mean, we could, of course, just turn around and resell it to somebody for a little bit of coins, but I'm not sure that's
I'll take the job.
worth much bother. I mean, we'll take it, because I'm not sure there's much downside to not taking it. 9 handfuls of the dust. Okay. Noted. Okay. Oh.
You, sir, step here.
What is it?
I overheard you speaking with my wife. I have an offer for you.
Not interested in partying with your charming demoness?
My wife exaggerates about the frolicking. As a man, you understand innocent entertainment harms no one.
Doesn't sound
What
so
do you
innocent.
propose?
A folk spell will put the succubus to sleep for a while. My wife will calm down, and afterwards, I can quietly awake the succubus.
What do you need?
9 handfuls of shadow dust.
Doesn't
from
sound like
devourers.
that's
They
taking
appear
care
in
of the
fields
succubus
at
problem.
night and are very dangerous.
What will I get in exchange?
I have red meteorite, which can
Oh.
improve your sword. Or perhaps you'd prefer gold. Say, 500 orens?
Okay, now see, you're talking more my language, for sure. I don't remember how many red meteorites we have. Obviously, we have one of our in our inventory right now that we were just looking at. But I mean, we did mistakenly exchange one of them a while ago for a book that we didn't need. And this sounds like a pretty good opportunity to more or less rewind the clock there and get that red meteorite back so that we can have 3, I believe, and make our sword, or just happen to have 3 meteorites already of the red variety, then sure, we can take the 500 orange. So I like your offer better. Granted, does seem as though you are asking us to make it so that you can continue to have your relationship with the succubus go on.
I'll help.
Which,
Not a word to my wife.
yeah, it doesn't seem like a great thing. But also... See, can I actually buy the sword from you? Or is it your son that we buy the sword from? Is he still out here? He is not. Okay. We'll see about that. What time is it? Approaching night. And one thing that I think we could do is if we look at our quest log, where is it? Small problems? Not that one. It is... This is the mirror. Yes, we just spoke about that with Healer. What I'm actually looking for is one that we started a little while ago. This one. Where is it? What's the name of it? Name of Dice. No. Alvin? No. No, no. This? I think it's this. Yes. So, think the drowners, or one of those groups of drowners, is relatively close by. Although I think that's a little misleading. Technically, we do need to fight them at night. So that may mean that we ought to wait to do that. Go to the inn and sleep it off. Have we spoken to you? Oh. Hold on. One moment, please. You seem like the individual that might have valuable possessions. Ooh, stack those? Hold on. Surely we can. No? Alright. Weak. Alcohol. Don't really need you. Goat's milk. Don't really need you. Granted, not that that is all that valuable of an item to take anyway. That's a little bit better. Better than the fish that we just picked up? Probably. Now we will speak to you. Or did I check this? I may have. Just the flint. You.
Greetings.
Hello.
What be your moniker?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Lucky to have two witches visit us.
What?
I, Tobias Hoffman, am the village chief.
Haha, yourself.
Beastie Gator, what brings you here?
What? Please don't say that. There are lots of questions, actually, that I would have for you.
I wanted to talk to you about the Vodyanoi.
Julian's in charge of that business.
Is he now?
He fishes treasures from the lake, renovates them, and sends them
Renovates?
to markets in Basiba.
Okay. I mean, I was expecting you to say you had a more adversarial relationship with them, but... Okay.
Any work for a Witcher?
A creature looking like a fish with legs appears by the lake. They say the crypt in the fields is home to a beast. It has huge teeth, resembles a dead mother-in-law. Horrible, they say.
Any reward
Just
for
like
these
that,
creatures?
Bring proof, and I'll be generous.
Tell me more.
Okay.
What?
Sounds like you are basically the version of the Royal Huntsman in this town. And that we can turn in the big monsters that we fight, trophies that we get from them, for some coins.
Any
Yeah, what about
non-humans
this?
around here?
Elves live on the shore.
Oh.
Pretty disagreeable lot. I thought
we've
to
seen
give
them.
them leftover food. They looked at me so cold I nearly froze.
I wonder
They're
where
a
though.
strange bunch. Still, I've enough to do here in the village without worrying about them.
I see.
I'm
There's
curious as to where
also
we
the
find them.
fish people. A scourge on our lives.
Okay,
Also,
now the truth
They
comes
got
out.
vicious, driving us away from the water, wounding some of us, and killing a few. Julian knows more.
I'll have a talk with him.
Beastie Beta?
Please, none of that. None of that. And I don't know if we have anything to turn in for you notice-wise,
Any
but
dice players
play
around?
dice?
Tis a popular pastime, Beastie Beta.
No,
Not a
no,
bad
no,
one
no,
myself.
no, no, no.
We should sit down sometime.
All right. Oh, yeah, you're definitely a professional. It's a fairly large stakes here, but I'd kind of like to show you who's boss here. And by that I mean get precisely nothing on our first roll. This is going to go very well, isn't it? Yeah, I bet you would bet right about now. I mean, we're really not betting on this hand at the moment because there's no way we beat him. But if we have faith in our next round, then maybe we could still take him really the next 2 rounds. If we're super lucky, we can win 2 in a row after this and still come out ahead and benefit from that. Because, I mean, otherwise we're just outright forfeiting, which, granted, we probably should have done. Yeah. He just re-rolled nothing because he's like, yeah, I've already won. Why would I touch anything that I have here and mess with my straight? Okay. Triple fives is something. It's actually pretty good. They have snake eyes. So, I mean, on this hand alone, you could raise. However, we're already at a disadvantage here, so I think we bear that in mind and play it low-key for the time being. See if we can get even more than we already have. Oh, yeah! Quadruple fives. That's very hard to beat. You re-rolled everything. Okay, so you did get 2 pair, but wasn't enough. So now for the tie-breaking round. What did we get? Pair of 6s. Oh, and a pair of 2s as well. So we are a pair of 6s ahead of him. Not bad. I mean, triple does still beat a couple of pairs. So we need to be mindful of that, because if he re-rolls everything but the 2s and manages to roll a 2, then that is still a not so difficult way for him to surpass us. Now, for that reason, we have already put a fair amount on this one, so I'm going to deliberately not bet very much here. And by that, I mean not bet if we don't need to. So, I mean, we're hoping for, obviously, a 2 or a 6 here. So that would suddenly protect us from him rolling a, rolling a triple. Alright, so now he basically needs to re-roll a lot and get multiple 2s. But he only got 1. Whew. Dang. That was a close one. Came from behind for the victory there. Okay, cool. And now it is, 6:30. I don't know that it is close enough tonight just yet for us to actually fight those drowners. I'm guessing that it truly needs to be dark, and at the moment it's kind of just a peaceful sunset. So I think for that reason, we go back to the inn, and we maybe, I mean, we'll spend the night, obviously, and do that to kill a few hours, so that it is truly night. But then after that, after that, maybe we'll also consider making some potions. That might be a good idea. It's been a while since we've done that. So I think we probably want to end up going into one or both of the crypts pretty soon. So that is probably something we should have on our agenda as well.
One thing.
Yes?
We maybe stash some things first, because it seemed as though our inventory was getting, pretty full. Put that away. Things that are generally just for crafting or reselling at some point. Stash those. And we do have a fair amount of food here. So I'll stash some of that as well, to give us some space. Okay. That should put us in a better place, I think. And we do have some potion bases. We opt to craft here. I mean, in theory, with all this stuff here, we should have all the crafting materials that we need. And, okay, so we do have 3 red meteorite. So it is potentially an option for us to go that route and try to make a super sword that way. But now, let's actually rest and make ourselves some potions.
One thing.
Yes?
This.
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure.
And by rent 7 orens? Wait a second. Hold on.
Maybe later.
Since when has that been 7 orens?
Farewell.
Also, that's a very scary angle to speak to you, Brum. Where is the other innkeeper? I could have sworn, I mean, up until now, every other innkeeper has charged us 5 a night. I mean, am I over-exaggerating over a 2 oren raise? Yes. It's also 40%. And it came out of nowhere. Didn't even realize that he was doing that to us earlier. Maybe, have we stayed here yet?
I
I'll bring you back.
There's a big...
No, okay, didn't mean to do that. That's what I get for trying to zoom through the conversation.
One thing.
Yes?
This.
I'd like to rent.
Sure.
Fine. I'll pay an arm and a leg. Okay, so here, what I think we should do, I think we should make a cat potion on the assumption that we are going to go into one of the crypts, or potentially both even, pretty soon, in which case we'll probably need to see in the dark. That seems to be a thing. Now, we need Cabrid. The moment we're getting that from Mandrake Root, which is the quest item that we need, or I think it's like kind of sort of a quest item that we need to fend off the Wild Hunt. So we probably don't want to waste that on just relatively simple cat potions. Because we probably are going to want to make it so we're not putting ourselves in even more of a disadvantage. Now, similarly, Equinox root stocks, I don't think we have very many of them. I think we only have 3. Yeah, so we've used almost all of them if we were to use them here. Vitriol is really the reason why we want them in this case. So, yeah. Cool blood. Much easier to come by. But come on. We'll use that instead. You would let me. Oh, no. Wait. Huh? Oh, that's all we need. Just one of them. Yeah. Thought we needed that. We're making this up? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just made an unknown potion. Come on. How does it... Hold on. It insists that we are not trying to make that potion. If we do that instead, there we go. This one's gonna work. I think. Yes. Okay, so the Blizzard has, of course, been our go-to for dealing out the damage and making our way through some difficult fights, and that may be the case. We're going to find ourselves in some of those situations soon, so I think it's good to have one of those in our back pocket. Oh. I was going to say, I didn't think had the ability to make explosives, but I was surprised to see this even show up as an option for that reason. Outside of that... Ooh. That would be very nice to get. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, having the ability to get that mutation... Have we done that yet? Let's see. I think we probably need to do... What is it? The one that's a base. Yeah, alchemical base. Apparently we instantaneously made that one. And I don't know what we made it with. So... Hopefully it wasn't something valuable. But now we can, of course, make this potion. So... Oh, no. Wait, no. Oh yeah, that is the alchemical base. Sure that we are not making one of those instead of a Hikimora's Ire. And the Mandrake Root, again, ideally we would be not using that. The Vitriol... What? No, the Cabrith. The reason why asking us to use that right now. Oh, except it seems like, no, hold on. That's not the way to swap things out. Best way is to do that. Thought. There we go. Okay. So now we should have that too. I'm not sure if there's anything else that we particularly want or need. Swallow potion for the healing could be helpful. Other than that, also somewhat helpful. I think we probably go for the swallow. Play it a little bit safe. I think Scimitar Jaws, another thing that are a little bit rare. We have a bazillion Celandine, so do that. Okay, so I think between all those things, that gives us a pretty good array of potions in case we find ourselves in some difficult fights. Oh, we only need to rest for an hour to make it till dusk? Let's throw in an extra hour, just in case. Okay. Door is open. Huh? Oh, I thought we were going through there for a second. I was like, thought this was technically the back door and there was not actually anything through here that we could see. So I always get confused between the entrance and the exit to this building. But let's go out and see if we can find those drowners that are supposedly by the riverside. Which I believe are right there. Mark them on the map. That should help. Yes, technically we are in the danger zone. And I'm not sure if we've actually been out in the darkness here. We have certainly been in the fields. But have we done this in what I think is technically still the area with the town? Maybe very briefly? Not for long, I don't think. Not long enough to actually see enemies, like Bowers, which I'm pretty sure are the ones that the blacksmith wanted us to take down. Okay, and I think we also want heavy for you. Let's see if we can take you out. It's you. Well, I'd like to get rid of you fairly promptly. You're rather unpleasant. Okay. Real question here is, are there... Nope. Leave that out. Are there drowners? There are not. This is why I deliberately made it not just the stroke of dawn when we went out here, because I was thinking, maybe it'll take them a little bit to show up. Just in case. Maybe we ought to wait an extra hour. So I'm surprised for that reason that we don't see them. Rather not fight a giant centipede. I am very surprised, actually, though. They're not there yet. Sure, it's not just a case of the disappearing drowner. We technically need to stand right here, make it happen? No. Apparently not. Now I'm half expecting them to just magically appear directly behind us. Odd. Very odd. Okay, so in that case, maybe come back for that on some other occasion. There is, of course, another round of drowners that we need to take out anyway, so maybe we'll end up getting those first, or maybe I'll just find some other time to get those guys. I won't waste your time walking around in circles, biding enough time to see if they finally do show up. I'll spare you that. But anyways, let's head on back in that case. Blacksmith is still out here? Dude, man. Why are you outside in the middle of the night?
Maybe I should move.
Maybe you should.
Yes?
Farewell.
I mean, you don't seem to be very committed to this whole not getting caught with the succubus in the middle of the night thing. You're just kind of hanging out by yourself in the middle of the night. So, kind of have to work with me here. Again, not sure if we will ultimately end up siding with him or his wife, because it does seem as though we're further along with reaching the quest state that his wife is asking us to reach, namely, just getting all the materials for her rather than him. Actually, can we just... Okay, open sesame. Never mind. And maybe it is worthwhile for us to try sleeping a little bit longer at the inn, and
Yes.
as for whether that means we'll be able to... Oh. Okay. As for whether that means we'll be able to either go out and fight those drowners in the middle of the night, or maybe go out in the morning and find the various mirror fragments that I think is technically what we need to do in order to progress whatever you just said, progress along the lines for Alina's mission and maybe, possibly making her no longer a wraith. That might be another option too. But anyways, this seems like a good place to wrap things up for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.